First, the top headlines. 1 killed, vehicles damaged in suspected Kuki militants attack along Imphal-Ukhrul Road. Internet services restored in 5 Manipur districts after temporary suspension. Five days total shutdown announced from midnight of 18 April following Trong Laube incidents in decisive response of state and central government. Law and order in Manipur sensitive but under control, says CM Yumnam Kim Chan Singh. Essay competitions held in various schools across the districts as part of Fire Service Week 2026. Child policy still pending in Manipur despite severe impact of ongoing crisis on children. Opposition hails Women Reservation Bill defeat in Lok Sabha. United Nations chief welcomes Israel-Lebanon ceasefire. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime Time Bulletin, and this is Dr. Aleza giving you the news in detail. A traveler from the Tangkhul community was shot dead on Saturday, the 18th April afternoon along National Highway 202 Imphal-Ukhrul Road while traveling from Imphal to Ukhrul in an attack suspected to have been carried out by Kuki militants. The incident reportedly occurred near TM Kashom village along National Highway 202. In the attack, at least 3 other vehicles were also damaged. The deceased has been identified as one Chinao Sang, resident of Tashar village in Ukhrul district, though official confirmation of the identity is still awaited. Security forces are expected to launch a search operation in the area as part of efforts to track down those responsible for the attack. Manipur government has revoked the temporary suspension of mobile internet and data services, including VPN services in 5 districts: Imphal West, Imphal East, Thaubal, Kakching, and Bishnupur, with immediate effect, following a review of the prevailing law and order situation and public inconvenience. The restrictions were initially imposed on April 7 for a period of 3 days amid a volatile security environment in the affected districts. The order mandated the suspension of mobile data services, including broadband, VSATs, and VPN services, as a preventive measure. Subsequently, the suspension of mobile internet services was extended periodically, while limited relaxation was granted for broadband services such as ILL and FTTH under conditional and regulated access. Officials said the decision to restore services was taken after assessing the ground situation and the widespread disruption caused by the internet shutdown. The suspension had impacted the functioning of key institutions and services, including high courts, district courts, healthcare facilities, educational institutions, and offices dependent on digital platforms. It also affected work-from-home arrangements, financial and taxation services, and essential utilities such as electricity and mobile recharges, as well as LPG booking systems. Following the state and central government's indecisive response in bringing justice to the victims of Trong Laube incident, Mairapaibis of the state have announced 5 days total shutdown with effect from midnight of 18 April. Speaking to media persons, Mairapaibi member Chanambam Ongbi Maipak Tombi strongly condemned the terrorist act of Trong Laube incident carried out by Kuki militants and demanded that state, government, and concerned authorities must hand over the culprits to the public for justice.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ ꯂꯥꯛꯏꯕ ꯑꯦꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯜꯒꯤ ꯇꯥꯡ 15 ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗ ꯏꯆꯥ ꯍꯥꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯏꯁꯨ ꯍꯥꯠꯈꯤꯕꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯗꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯅꯧ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯥꯗ ꯁꯤꯟꯅꯧ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯈꯪꯍꯜꯂꯨ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯎꯠꯂꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯗ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯁꯤꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯄꯨꯝꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯩꯕꯤꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯑꯣꯁꯤꯡ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯑꯣꯔꯒꯅꯥꯏꯖꯦꯁꯟ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯉꯥꯡꯂꯣꯏ ꯀꯌꯥ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕꯀꯤ ꯌꯨꯠꯀꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯄꯨꯝꯕꯒꯤ ꯃꯩꯔꯥ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯌꯦꯡꯗꯒꯤ ꯍꯧꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯣꯇꯦꯜ ꯁꯠꯗꯥꯎꯟ ꯂꯧꯖꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯁꯤꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯑꯦꯄ꯭ꯔꯤꯜꯒꯤ 25 ꯐꯥꯎꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯗ ꯇꯥꯟꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯗꯤꯃꯥꯟꯁꯦ ꯄꯤꯕꯤꯗꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯀꯟꯕ ꯈꯣꯡꯖꯪ ꯆꯪꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯀꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯦ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯌꯥꯝꯗ ꯊꯝꯖꯔꯤ.
As part of the observation of Fire Service Week 2026, Asia competitions were held in various schools across the districts of Manipur on 18 April, being organized by Manipur Fire Services Department. The week-long observation is being held from 14th April to 28 April on the theme of Safe School, Safe Hospital and Fire Safety Aware Society, together for fire prevention. Manipur Fire Service Director Laishram Nabachandra expressed that observation is being held in commemoration of the unfortunate incident of ship fire at Bombay port where 66 men lost their lives and several others were rendered handicapped owing to the fire that broke out on the ship during war times. He added that the week-long observation aims to promote greater awareness amongst the masses on safety and precautionary measures to be taken up during incidences of fire mishaps.
9 digina class 12 fawgi standard laiba jingi oiba dumba kanani adubu andaki irang jina mar moiraga mafum kharadi yawba phangdabki nawai tabusu akoida leitabnate adubu am participant yam phajana tawbi aduga mafam su akoi CC higher secondary asida akoina main venue oina lawraga atopa mafam branch mayam thobanda kaksingda totoba mafam kaya amada ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯃꯈꯩꯗꯤ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯄꯥꯔꯇꯤꯁꯤꯄꯦꯠ ꯇꯧꯅꯕ ꯉꯝꯅꯕꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯤꯟꯖꯕꯅꯤ.
Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand Singh on April 18 stated that the law and order situation in Manipur remains sensitive but is under control, following a high-level meeting with the Assam Rifles IGAR South at the State Secretariat. Sharing details of the meeting, the Chief Minister said that a briefing by Major General Gaurav Sharma reaffirmed that security forces are responding to disturbances with utmost care and restraint while maintaining stability in the state. He urged citizens to remain vigilant against rumors and misinformation that could further escalate tensions, emphasizing the importance of maintaining peace during the ongoing unrest. The statement comes amid continued protests and clashes reported across 5 Imphal Valley districts following the April 7 bomb attack at Tronglaubi in Bishnupur district, which claimed the lives of 2 children. Ambulance driver Bonishan Wahengbam, injured during excessive use of force by RAF personnel, has strongly condemned the actions of the RAF and has demanded appropriate steps by the concerned authorities against the involved RAF personnel. Addressing a press meet held on 18 April at the Manipur Press Club, injured ambulance driver stated that while he was ferrying a patient on ventilator support to Janims Hospital, RAF personnel stopped the ambulance and without any interrogation, lathi charged against driver Bonishan Wahengbam, causing injury in his hand. Further, Primal Health Care Services founder Devasis Thaudam stated that such excessive use of force and unreasonable atrocities by security personnel against staffs involved in providing medical care and emergency services is strongly condemnable and demanded immediate action against the erring RAF personnel.
Ambulances are not a part of the conflict. They are the lifelines carrying the sick, the injured, and those in urgent medical care. I mean, obviously, maybe consider Janina Yokshin, the Latte, obviously, Shagi, Anava, Putukus in Hotaki, Amavaki, Amadagina, Amabu, Yori, Aduga, Asida, Asoka, and Yori has opened number of the city of the site of Japanese. Aduga, series that Aquita Perin, the delay, Maraki, Bakuma, Mani delay, Kivira Agati, Heidi, Hatan, थोलकदो अखोई दाय हम ताहौदोनि
Kapai Solo degi jadi terlak ni nabi sudah bagi perai nanggung SPI opposite segi sudah kami mana pasien yang berada hangi hangame apa jo pick up chat ni emergency charge mas kau bani hai kundar orang kongsi mana hangko ya tu sini ada nanging kong tu ada ini apa ini yang orang tapi tu mana fu bersih betul boleh Putu saya mai dah kan dia mungkin fiber di mai dah kan dia pun nak sudah tetap jadi bukan orang jadi mungkin masuk ke kampung ni awak ada guna kan bapak itu boleh kerana ada satu ayat saya kita yang jadi kalau kita lagi main tahu enam dan saya tidak itu pasien jadi lagi.
Even children continue to bear the brunt of the prolonged conflict in Manipur. The state-style policy remains unimplemented, existing only as a draft despite years of deliberation. The ongoing unrest over the past 3 years has deeply affected children across all age groups, with reports highlighting displacement, disruption of education, psychological trauma, and even instances of violence involving minors. Children constitute nearly 40% of the state's population, with around 11 lakh individuals below 18 years, according to census data. Among the estimated 65,000 internally displaced persons, IDPs, nearly 25,000 are children, many of whom are facing extreme hardship. Incidents of violence, including deaths, abuse, and severe mental distress among children, have raised serious concerns among authorities and child rights bodies. Chairperson of the Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights, Kaisham Pradeep Kumar, stressed that the absence of a formal child policy has resulted in responses that are temporary, reactive, and inadequate. He noted that a comprehensive draft policy was first prepared in 2017, revised in 2020 after public consultation, and submitted to the government in April 2025, but is yet to receive cabinet approval. Waqf Board Manipur has expressed its condolences on the demise of Manipur Legislative Assembly's ex-speaker Alhaj Dr. Maniruddin Sheikh, hailing from Lilong Assembly constituency. The condolence observation ceremony was attended by Waqf Board Manipur Chairman and Lilong Assembly constituencies MLA Muhammad Abdul Nasir, BJP Minority Morcha President Makak Mayum Askar Ali, along with staff members of Waqf Board Manipur. Participants offered prayers for peace of the departed soul. It may be mentioned that late Alhaj Dr. Maniruddin Sheikh served as the 4th chairman of Waqf Board Manipur and also served as the 5th member of the board. During his lifetime, late Alhaj Dr. Maniruddin Sheikh played an active role in framing of rules and regulations for madrasa modernization schemes. Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Machi oiba chinjak sabana TV dagi ngakthoknaba achoba khulaini. Machi oiba chinjak sabana laingba matamda su yamna laheli loina na haksang thuna phagat hanbada achoba mateng pangi. Maram asina nikse posan yojna gi makhada laingba matamda anabasingda tha khudingi lupa lising amamam phangba ngamgani. Loina na TV na narba singda makhal kaya gi machi oiba chinjak singju lemna phangani. Adom su nikse mitra oibiduna TV narba singda mateng pangbiba yai. Akupa marol gidamak www.nikse.in dagi khangbiba yadani. Thokpiraklo adom su saruk yabiduna Bharat asi TV laina laitaba laiba ama ohelasi.
निक्षय मित्रों से मिली शक्ति टीबी के मरीजों को नई ऊर्जा दे रही है.
मियाम की आईफल की दमक मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर ने पुतोक चबा.
Manipur के अहंबा न्यूरो पेशेंट्स के तंगाइरबा स्पेशलाइज्ड हॉस्पिटल न्यूरो इमरजेंसी ट्रॉमा नेट मल्टी स्पेशलिटी हॉस्पिटल सिंगजाई मथक टोंगथाम लिकाइदा हांदुकचरे. हॉस्पिटल असना मरुइना बीपी स्ट्रोक ब्रेन ट्यूमर लंबी की खुदोंथिबा स्पाइनल डिस्क प्रोलैप्स स्पाइनल ट्यूमर अमदी माइग्रेन चिंगबा लायंगली. हॉस्पिटल असदा न्यूरो की लायंगबा चंगबा अफबा मखल की खुसु खुलाई अमदी मशीन मरांग काइद लई. मशीना कोक मरी लेनबा तोंगान तोंबा मखल की अनाबसिंग निंथिना लायंगली. lamdam masida neurosurgeon yamna tangali maramna chingamadi arapa mafumdagi lakpa anabasi neurosurgeon unanaba honabada awaba kya mayongdari masida sunatna matam thintana anaba languna maram oraga kudong thiba kya sumayongdari masi punamakdagi kharado orabasu kananaba Dr. Parkinson Singh MCS Neurosurgery AIMS New Delhi na masamaki hospital asida pung kunmari leiduna anaba sing layingli hospital asida ataba mamalda laying matanatana OPD general amadi ICU beds operation medicine x-ray amadi lab ka maili na basnasu ataba mamalda phangalli ngasi magdenshin biro amadi kudong saba singa silobiho hena kubam rol gidamak hospital asigi telephone number 700553416 natraga 8974572154 da pau phabirak buyagani.
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. First ever NET UG 2026 mega mock test for NET aspirants was conducted on Saturday, the 18th April at St. Joseph's Higher Secondary School at Sangapro. The first ever mega mock test for NET aspirants was organized by JR Institute of Medical Sciences and SS Career Solution. A total of around 2,000 aspirants participated in the mega mock test. Speaking in connection with the mock test, Program Coordinator Dhananjoy Moirangthem expressed that the main aim of the mock test is to let the aspirants familiarize themselves with the real exam pressure and stress which they face during examinations. He highlighted that this mock test will enable the aspirants in preparing themselves well ahead of the real NET examinations. He added that through this mock test, the aspirants can know of their shortcomings, mistakes and drawbacks which they can further improve during the real examination. Thado Human Rights Advocacy has submitted a memorandum to Prime Minister of India, the Governor of Manipur, the Union Home Minister, the National President of Bharatiya Janata Party, and the Chief Minister of Manipur, seeking urgent reforms for the restoration of law and order in the state. The memorandum stated that during the BJP Legislature Party meeting in New Delhi on 3rd February 2026, Y. Kemchan was elected leader and Chief Minister, while Konthaujam Govindas was simultaneously entrusted with cabinet rank and Home Department portfolio. This declaration was not only rare and exceptional, but also clearly reflected the confidence of the central BJP leadership in Govindas to strengthen governance and restore normalcy in Manipur. Key demands include the immediate reconstitution of the unified headquarters with Home Minister Konthaujam Govindas as chairman of the combined headquarters, an amendment of the Manipur allocation of business rules under Article 166 to place all IPS and State Police Service appointments, transfers, promotions and service matters under the Home Department on the lines of Assam in order to strengthen command, improve accountability and ensure faster responses to security challenges. Unless the Home Department under Govindas is institutionally empowered, effective policing and accountability and coordinated security response will remain constrained, thereby rendering the confidence reposed by the central BJP leadership in appointing him as Home Minister during the legislature party meeting pointless. The HRA warned that without clear institutional authority and accountability, the people of Manipur will continue to suffer from administrative lapses, weak coordination and delayed justice despite the appointment of Govindas as Home Minister. Thado Human Rights Advocacy urged all concerned authorities to act without delay in the interest of peace, public safety and democratic governance. Security forces arrested an active cadre of the proscribed outfit KYKL Sorepa during an operation carried out along the Indo-Myanmar border in Manipur's Tengnopal district on Friday, April 17. The arrested individual has been identified as Fanjobam Mohindro, a resident of Andro No. 3, Kumanleikai in Imphal East District. He was detained from the general area between Border Pillar 76 and Border Pillar 77, located near the Indo-Myanmar Friendship Bridge under the jurisdiction of More Police Station. According to officials, the operation was conducted based on specific intelligence inputs regarding the movement of insurgent elements in the border area. During the search, security personnel recovered 2 mobile phones and Myanmar currency amounting to 20,500 kyats from his possession. Authorities stated that the arrested cadre is suspected to be involved in activities linked to the banned insurgent group. Further investigation is underway to ascertain his role and possible links within the network. Following the Trong Lao incident of 7 April, mass-scale torch rally was carried out in Kurai Lamlong area in the night of 17 April. The torch rally was jointly organized by Amuko, MSF, Poirei Lemarol, Mairapaibi Apunba, Manipur, All Manipur Women Voluntary Association, NCOHR. Security forces resorted to firing of tear gas and mob bombs to disperse the protesters. Several people were reportedly injured in the scuffle that ensued between the protesters and security forces.
Self-determination is our birthright. United Nations year 1980 1990 2000 ning tambai ya government India na chu basi support to khodi sign to maram aduna akhoi look mangana sigi demand process ta hen akan akam sangel lakani.
Opposition parties on Friday the 17th April said they unitedly defeated the Modi government's attempt to change India's political and electoral structure in the garb of Women Reservation Bill. They said the failure of the Constitution Amendment Bill to secure a two-thirds majority in the Lok Sabha was a clear political setback for the Modi government. The Congress termed the bill a nefarious attempt of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah to link their dangerous delimitation proposals to women's reservation. The CPI said the defeat showed that there is strong opposition to any attempt to change the balance of representation in the country under questionable grounds. The reactions came soon after the Constitution Amendment Bill to implement reservation for women in legislatures in 2029. And an increase in the number of seats of the Lok Sabha was defeated in the lower house. While 298 members voted in support of the bill, 230 MPs voted against it. Of 528 members who voted, the bill required 252 votes for a two-thirds majority. Leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, said the government's bill was an attack on the constitution. A brutal double murder has sent shockwaves through South Delhi's CR Park after a father and son were killed by their neighbor in Tara apartments on the night of April 17, 2026. The victims, identified as 62-year-old Rakesh Sood and his 27-year-old son Karan Sood, were declared dead on arrival at Max Super Specialty Hospital, while a third family member, Rahul, is currently battling injuries sustained in the attack. According to DCP South District Anand Mittal, the violence erupted from a long-standing enmity and prior disputes, leading the accused neighbor, identified as Asad, to allegedly attack the family with a sharp-edged weapon. Islamabad, Pakistan's Chief of Defense Forces Field Marshal Said Ashim Munir has concluded his 3-day visit to Iran as part of Islamabad's efforts to resolve the conflict between the US and Iran. Munir, who was heading a high-level delegation to Iran, landed in Tehran on Wednesday, becoming the first foreign military leader to visit the country since a 2-week ceasefire was agreed between Iran and the US on April 8. During the visit, Munir held discussions with Iran President Moshood Pezeshkian and also met with Parliament Speaker Mohammad Begher Ghalibaf and Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. The military's media wing said on Saturday, the 18th April. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres on Friday the 17th April welcomed the announcement of a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, expressing hope that it would help advance efforts toward lasting peace in the region. Earlier, Dujarric, chief spokesman for the UN Secretary General, on Thursday called on parties concerned to respect a newly announced ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon. The spokesman said the United Nations welcomes steps that would end hostilities and suffering on both sides of the Blue Line, a border demarcation line between Lebanon and Israel established by the world body in 2000. U.S. President Donald Trump earlier on Thursday announced a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon aimed at bringing a temporary cooling off along another front linked to the Iran conflict. In a major breakthrough, Iran on Friday the 17th April said the Strait of Hormuz is completely open for all commercial vessels, a move welcomed by U.S. President Donald Trump. Trump, however, said the naval blockade against Iran will remain in full force until Tehran reaches an agreement with the U.S. to end the war. The announcement of the reopening of the vital waterway by Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi comes a day after President Trump announced a 10-day ceasefire between Lebanon and Israel, one of the key demands of Iran. Araghchi, however, said the ships must sail on the coordinated route as already announced by the Ports and Maritime Organization of Iran. Minutes later, President Trump shared the announcement in a post on Truth Social. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 1 killed, vehicles damaged in suspected Kuki militants attack along Imphal-Ukhrul Road. Internet services restored in 5 Manipur districts after temporary suspension. Five days total shutdown announced from midnight of 18 April following Trong Lao incidents in decisive response of state and central government. Law and order in Manipur sensitive but under control, says CM Yumnam Kem Chan Singh. Essay competitions held in various schools across the districts as part of our Service Week 2026. Trial policy still pending in Manipur despite severe impact of ongoing crisis on children. Opposition hails women reservation bill defeat in Lok Sabha. United Nations chief welcomes Israel-Lebanon ceasefire. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.